So it's been a while. 2 weeks on T today. Obviously not many changes so far, just sort of subtle things. I keep sort of hoping that maybe my voice is dropping. I don't know if it is. I keep thinking that my throat's getting sore and getting really excited. But you know, maybe someday. I go in for my second shot today, because I'm having them every 2 weeks. So I guess I'll just keep you updated on that when there's more to say. Second thing, there are 3 things today. Second thing, today is the 19th of April, so everyone who was pending is done. Pending for the Disney College program. So congratulations just on not having to wait anymore. A lot of people got in, which is really exciting. I've been seeing a lot of celebratory posts, and I'm so happy for all of those people. And a lot of people got NLIC'd, and a lot of people who didn't deserve it got NLIC'd, just to be honest. But people are being really mature about it, and I really think that that is incredible. So, you know, good job everybody, whether you got in or not. You are all amazing people. Third thing today, I really wanted to do a video about the phone interview. There were a lot of resources online that really helped me prepare for mine, and I utilized them so much that I felt like I needed to contribute my own sort of resource on that subject. So, here we go. The first thing with the phone interview is to prepare a lot beforehand. A lot. What I did for this, I looked online and found a lot of really cool resources, all of which I will link below. Before your phone interview, what I did, I spent the about hour and a half to 2 hours right before my interview. One of the links I'm going to give you guys is to this forum. It's like 20 pages of people just talking about the phone interview and listing all the questions they got asked. Sorry, there's a cat playing in the background. So what I did was I went through and just wrote down all of the ones that I thought I might get asked based on what role I had indicated interest in. And then I just wrote down like 3 or 4 bullet points on each of things I thought it was really important that I really wanted to make sure I remembered to say. Don't write down like paragraphs, because the idea is that you'll have this in front of you during your interview to sort of skim through. So you don't want to be like flipping pages or anything. You just, whatever you can have on 2 single-sided pages is my best advice, so that you don't get asked a question and then sit there going, as you like look through these pages and pages of notes. That way you've also been thinking about it, and you're sort of in the right mindset. At the beginning of your interview, this is something I didn't do, and I really meant to. Write down your interviewer's name when they introduce themselves. I was so nervous when I picked up the phone that I just missed it, and I felt really bad. But that way at the end you can thank them by name. And if you, advice I got from my dad was to use their name whenever possible. Yes, Carolyn, I do, blah, 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 or, you know, things like that, just to show that you're really more personable and paying attention, and it just sounds more professional. And also, if they ask you a yes or no question, they don't want a yes or no answer. Don't just, yes, I do, and then just, they'll wait for you to say more. Try to provide examples whenever you can. If ever possible, at any opportunity, all the time, use anecdotes. Tell personal stories, things that have happened to you, that you've experienced, that you've done, that you've accomplished, you know, as tangible examples as you can, because that just provides a lot of credibility to what you're saying, and it gives you a chance to sort of explain what you mean. At the end of the interview, they'll ask you if you have any questions. It's definitely a good idea to plan those out beforehand. I've heard a lot of people ask, you know, how did you get started with Disney? Did you ever do the college program? Things like that. For me, I definitely had a very specific set of questions I wanted to ask. First of all, about housing. I told her that I was trans, and I asked, and I was wondering whether, for legal reasons, I would be housed in girls' housing since I'm legally female, or since I'm presenting as a man, I would be living in men's housing, or what would be expected of me should I get in regarding housing. I clarified that the name I had put as my preferred name on my application would be the name on my name tag rather than my birth name, and clarified that there are certain areas where costumes are split by gender, and wanted to make sure that I would be able to wear the costume that's appropriate for whatever area I might get placed in, that's appropriate for the gender that I want to present. And basically what she told me to all three of those questions was, oh, of course, please don't worry. We want to make sure you feel comfortable. We want to make sure you feel safe. We will work with you to make sure that you have whatever you need. They said I could get a medical accommodation, and I asked what that accommodation would be, and they said, basically, we'll ask you what makes you comfortable, which is true. I called housing after I got in. They put me in contact with the right people, and they basically were like, what do you want? And I was like, this is what I want. And they were like, okay. So that was fairly easy, and I'm going to make more detailed housing video, I think probably when I get there. So that is what I'm going to do. That's pretty much all I have for today. I have to go now because I have my appointment for testosterone in like half an hour. So that's all.